Hey, well, good afternoon, Wild West guitar fans, as we're coming to you today from our showroom here in the San Gabriel Valley. And today what we wanted to do is just kind of answer some questions that we've been receiving on not only our gear recently, but over the past several months. And we hope to be able to help people have an understanding, especially if they want to order a custom-made guitar from Fender Custom Shop or from Private Stock Collection, a PRS, or from the Gibson Made to Measure program. We wanted to kind of just go through the process and kind of what differentiates certain guitars from others, like what justifies something like a private stock that we have right in front of us here. Exactly what's going to be the difference between kind of the core model line of PRS, then the difference of the wood libraries, and then what will differentiate the private stocks from both those models and lines. And you know, we've been lucky at Wild West Guitars to have a long relationship with PRS. And we really feel they're some of the finest instruments that are available to our customers today. And really, when you look at a core instrument from PRS, then you're just going to be looking at certain model types that will be available. Things like the McCarty models and
the hollow body ones, the hollow body 2s, the 594s, custom 24s. Those are kind of like the core models. That's why they call them core. And then there's just specific colors within the cores that you can get.
Also, certain electronics that will be available in the core line that, again, will be specific to that specific core model. When we get into the wood libraries, now we're getting into a little bit more differentiation, and this would be the next level of guitar in PRS's kind of nomenclature. And with the wood libraries, typically they're ordered by stores like us in either lots of 5 or 10, where we'll be able to kind of choose the color for each instrument, as well as the electronics and the hardware, but it really has to stay within that type of template. But again, what's happening is we're being allowed to choose the tops for the instruments that PRS are making for our shop, and this is a way for us to get a certain distinctiveness to the wood library models that Wild West Guitars have to offer.
The wood libraries also, we change out kind of the woods, whether it's going to be an ebony fretboard, rosewood fretboard, cocobolo fretboard. Also woods of the bodies and the necks.
That's correct. And again, this is allows you to have a kind of unique, distinctive instrument coming from us here at Wild West Guitars. And when we talk about distinctive and unique, then that's what the PRS private stocks are all about. Beautiful example that we have here in front of us, one that we just got shipped into us earlier this week, or at the end of last week, I can't remember which. But again, this is where you're allowed to choose the type of electronics you want, the type of finish you might want, paint, configuration of the inlays on the fretboard, on the headstock. This is essentially your way to get your own instrument, your own unique instrument from Paul Reed Smith. And these are, without a doubt, the top instruments that you can purchase from them. Each one is personally inspected by Paul himself, and he signs off on them. There will be a signature on the back of the headstock. They'll have a unique number and the history of serial numbers from PRS. And I think most importantly, you're just going to get a one-of-a-kind, amazing instrument that will not only sound as good as it looks, but be able to hold its value as time goes on. Then we always get questions about our exclusive White Lightning Wild West guitars that are made by the Fender Custom Shop. Really cool, unique instruments where, again, we have the Super Strat with the 2 single coil and the Marzio humbucker in the bridge, with the Floyd Rose, or coming with the more traditional tremolo tailpiece. I mean, these were instruments that we kind of conceive with you know, a certain famous band in mind that came from Pasadena. And I think these are some of the best guitars that we have to offer our customers, and it's been kind of a calling card for our store for many years.
Yeah, it's really nice to have the you know, color over color.
That's true.
We do this in the White Lightning and the Black Lightning, and we have lots of different colors that we do underneath. Cool thing about this is it's also a 12-inch radius.
Yes.
On the neck, so it's a real flat fretboard. And we do them in 21 or 22 fret models, and also rosewood or maple fingerboard.
Yeah, I think, again, there are certain guitar players of a certain age that are really gravitate towards these guitars, and we're very happy to have them available with us here at Wild West Guitars. And also, we're very much known for the Fender Mastebuit out of the Fender Custom Shop. We've got an excellent relationship with most of the master builders from Fender. This is one of the Yuriy Shishkovs. Really beautiful, quilted maple top Stratocaster. Maple neck with a little bit of flame, but the gold hardware and the other appointments and presentations really make this a very unique, beautiful instrument that, again, kind of looks and sounds as well as it looks all together. And Glenn, we always have customers asking about the Gibson Custom Shop, their made-to-measure program, which I'm actually as a huge lover of Gibson guitars. That's very exciting when you consider that with your made-to-measure order, they can make any Gibson guitar that they've made in the past, and they can make it specifically for you.
Yeah. What's nice too is you can pick tops. Like we do that a lot. Like all of our made-to-measures, Ian, our owner here, has picked the tops for, and the colors. The other thing too is they have different levels of aging.
That's correct.
You know, the new Murphy Lab that they're doing right now, they have like ultra light, heavy, ultra heavy.
Ultra relic, yes. And then again, for for those who really want the Tom Murphys to work on their instruments, they are available. He's also available for a high price to be able to relic and also finish your instrument with his own specially approved techniques.
The other thing they offer too is they offer like VOS finishes. Like this 58 right here, this has a VOS finish. And what they do on the VOS, they're not reliced really, but they are. They do patina the pickup covers and the bridge and tailpiece, all the parts. And then the tops are more of that not super glossy VOS finish that does show some swirl marks, and they do have some types of
like little
scratches and relicking kind of things on it. So they're not pristine by any means. But when you get into the made-to-measure, if you want something that's 100% super gloss, pristine, like no one's ever touched it, they can do that too.
Or if you want something along the lines of kind of the design of this particular made-to-measure is going to be along the lines of the Joe Perry 59 burst. He has a very distinct burst that was actually owned by Slash for a period of time. And everything to the appointment of the little distress mark underneath the volume knob, which is actually a very prominent feature on the Joe Perry 59 burst. You're able to recreate for yourself through the Gibson made-to-measure program, and it's exciting when you think about if your hero played a Gibson, you can have it recreated and essentially be able to enjoy the same vibe or the same feel and look of the guitar that your favorite guitar player has. To me, I think that's very cool when you especially consider over 100 years of Gibson history, that they can go back in the records, in most cases, be able to make a guitar exactly the way you want it or from an instrument from their past history. We're living in glorious times right now, folks, and these are, again, some of the wonderful instruments that we're able to offer our customers here at Wild West Guitars. Thanks again for watching.
Thanks.